Alright guys, it's the last trailer. I think it has to be the final trailer for Pacific Rim The Black, the original Netflix anime based off the two movies here, Pacific Rim franchise. This is coming out in literally 1 week. In just 1 week. I need to update the list. I need to update my schedule right now here because according to, let's see, the list right now, I'm currently started recording my reactions to the 8th bracket categories, which includes The Owl House, DuckTales Season 3, I just saw the first episode of The Owl House, by the way, and Transformers War for Cybertron. Should I include Season 1 or just do the entire season released and... Yeah. After that, it's like 9 and 10 here, and 10 only has 2. So yeah, this list needs to be updated here. Add in when I'll react to Pacific Rim and shit like that, and a bunch of other stuff here from the Zoid series and what have you. Oh yeah, I gotta put Big Hero 6 the series, season 3 and stuff. But yeah, so anyhow, yes, we saw the last trailer here. Interesting. The description made me question a few things, like an abandoned Jaeger. Now its name is Atlas Destroyer. Yeah, did not look abandoned. It looked pretty well kept for something that was abandoned. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like an alternate universe thing, like, because it really doesn't make any sense to be set in any other time period. Like, maybe you could say between, but no, even then, it's like, there's still kaiju going around here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's literally said like well after uprising here, and unfortunately before the Pan Pacific Defense Coast, they didn't make it in time here. Like they said in the last movie here that they will go to the precursor, those aliens. Maybe the aliens beat them to it. Who knows? Okay, so let's see. Official trailer number 2. What do we got?
I know.
Okay. Whoa, that Striker Eureka?
They've initiated the Black.
The Black.
Any way you can. We've lost the continent.
You lost?
Let's go get our kids.
Get to Sydney in any way. Okay.
Mommy, please don't go. Why won't you stay with us?
Because help isn't coming. So we need to go.
Oh, wow.
Nothing will ever keep us from you. Don't worry. They'll come back. They always come back.
With missing one arm. Abandoned.
Come if it was safe. I promised to keep you alive.
You've been saying that for
Okay,
5
so there
years.
are...
I know that there's more out there.
It's more than just these two. There are other survivors.
Atlas Destroyer?
Atlas.
It's still here?
Atlas Destroy.
What's that?
Wait.
Category 4.
Category 4? Wait. That's your parents' mech?
Training Jaeger.
What?
A training? No weapons!
What's their story?
We're in the drift. We have to do this together.
All right, so
Drop flat.
drop flat. Nice.
To me. Just a little business.
Okay, betrayed.
Tell me about your parents. Where are they? How have you survived in the black this long? Anyone looking for you?
In the black.
How do you expect to stay alive?
You got what you wanted. You'll be the most powerful man in the Black.
Okay, the black.
Find Mom and Dad.
You think you're pretty clever.
Only way home.
But you're not. You're dead.
All right, I think it's through the black.
You're not alone.
Okay,
You
this
have us.
a training Jaeger. All right, that's starting to.
Immediate retreat is recommended.
I'm not running away this time.
Okay, that idiot right there. Nice.
We have to stand up to
There's the parents. There's the monster right there. The black. All right, this things are starting to fall into place here. The black. That refers, I'm assuming, to the areas outside of government defense that the UN and the Pan-Pacific Defense as considered all lost, like no man's land, if you will. It's just taken by the kaiju. Because here we got the parents. I lowered it down here.
Initiated the black.
They initiated the black. Activate M, and here we got.
Get to Sydney any way you can. We've lost the continent.
Get to Sydney in any way you can. Now, we know they had a wall built around in Sydney. Then again, now that I think about it, we never saw how expansive that wall was. Like, they couldn't cover the entire continent or anything like that, so how much of Australia was walled off there? Was it like just a capital? Sydney, Australia? And the rest were just... That could be considered the black here, the area outside the wall here, like the wall frontier, basically. And we got this, their mech here, which is that. You see some things like the logo for the Pan-Pacific Defense Force. It's got cannons on its back.
Mommy, please don't go.
Here we got, there were other survivor people abandoned there in the black. So, okay, yeah, this, it actually kind of gives me Gears of War vibes here with the Stranded. It's like, they just abandoned these people there. There's no way to bring them in. And, like, there is no way. They can't, it's already straining to support the population they had behind the walls there with, like, the rations and such. Food is an issue.
No, why won't you stay with us?
Because help isn't coming.
Yeah.
So we need to go.
And here we've got their Jaeger. I don't know if that is Atlas Destroyer or another mech. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's in a bad condition right there. You lost an arm, and that was their sword arm.
Go get it.
I mean, we saw him use a sword arm and everything like that. Let's see. We go right here. Yeah, there it is, sword arm, and there's, yeah, we got that.
Nothing will ever keep us from you. They always come back.
They've been abandoned and everything, so...
There's more out there.
Let's see, go right here. And here we got, like, the characters here with other survivors. It's been 5 years, and there are still survivors gathered around here, surviving, obviously, I'm assuming a fresh water source, obviously, which can grow some vegetations and whatnot, maybe hunt some animals.
I've been saying that for 5 years. I know that there's more out there.
Atlas Destroyer?
Yeah, Atlas Destroyer.
It's still here?
But what do you mean by it's still here? So did you know of this place or something like that here?
Welcome, Cadet.
What's that?
Kaiju, Category 4.
Okay. Category 4. Codename Copperhead. Alright, so these are okay. In the first movie we saw like a Category 5, and in the second movie there was like how many? I think like 1 Category 5 and 3 4s and 2. I mean, and 2 Category 4s. But still, like they let this thing roam free. Is this the world they live in now here, where they allow these kaiju to just I don't get it. I'm curious to see why this kaiju is still active here. We know they can track the kaiju, the PD, the Pan Pacific Defense Force, and if not the entire government of the world, they should be able. They could track these high-level kaijus and everything. So there's a mystery here why they kept a Category 4 alive and roaming in the black. Especially like after we learned from. Yeah, the first movie here that they're supposed to be terraforming the planet here, and the second movie brought the fact that these guys were trying to head to areas of volcanic activity. It's like, so yeah, we had those three kaijus heading for Mount Fuji, hoping to cause it to erupt. Mix with their body chemicals here will trigger would speed up the terraforming process, something like that. So why is it there? Shouldn't it be trying to head to shore? Like, does Australia have any active or like just dormant volcano that can be triggered? I don't think so.
This is a training Jaeger.
What?
No weapons.
Although a training Jaeger. What? That's a thing? Why is that a thing here? You don't build a giant mech like that and simply have no weapon for training. No, you gotta need every mech you got. It's like you need every mech. If you got a full-size working Jaeger, you don't just make it a training Jaeger with no weapons here. No, you give it weapons. That was ridiculous. I mean, they already gonna have a challenge here with the fact that they're not gonna have a technician crew to repair the mech if it gets this damage or whatnot. But you're making it harder for them not having any weapons. It's like, Jesus Christ! This talk about starting this game off in the ultra hard difficulty.
What's this?
And then we got these guys here, which. All right, it's interesting here. These guys must be the bad guys here, like the gangs. In a way, think of it like Hannibal Chow was in the first movie here. He was the biggest runner of kaiju parts. These guys, they're like basically a criminal syndicate here, led by this mustache man, and she appears to be like maybe a second lieutenant or top enforcer, who knows. And we can see a city over there. It's probably, I don't know, I have no idea, one of the abandoned cities, like what we've seen in the other stuff, in the other trailers.
Story.
And this guy clearly is the leader. He's the head of the crime syndicate. He's the bad guy. That's obvious. We got a unique visual representation of the drift, which for this they went with a submerged feel to it, like you're swimming in water and little bubbles of.
To do this together.
Drop flat.
Bring them to me. Just a little business.
Just a little business betrayed.
Tell me about your parents. Who are they? How have you survived in the black this long? Anyone looking for you?
Tell me where your vehicle is.
How do you expect to stay alive?
Yeah, that guy is pissing me off.
You got what you wanted. You'll be the most powerful man in the black.
So this guy wanted a Jaeger. And yeah, he basically wants to be the ruler of the black. But then next we got this right here. Obviously, this is his camp. He's got most like leftover vehicles and what have you from the force and stuff like that they couldn't take with them. I'm interested in this one right here. Could this be buried Jaeger, or I don't know?
What are we going to do?
Find Mom and Dad.
You think you're pretty clever, but you're not. You're dead.
You're dead. Yep, that's an ass. Yep, asshole. It's through the black.
You're not alone. You have us.
Look at that. Okay.
Retreat is recommended.
I'm not running away this time.
We got all that. All right. Do you think I see an ass? We got the tentacles there, which makes me think that's got got to be a Category 5 because the only kaiju we saw do that was a Category 5 in the finale of the first movie. That's obviously their parents here. Probably this is to explain how they lost the arm for their Jaeger. Yeah, there's your monster right there. There's another issue they're gonna have to contend with. I mean, depending on everything, but is Atlas Destroyer nuclear powered? If it is, then they shouldn't have any problems with running out of power. But there is a whole other issue with that here. But if it's not, if it's like runs on batteries, like the Mark IV and on Jaegers, like i.e. Structure Eureka, then yeah, that gotta be an issue. They gotta find a place to recharge. All right, so I'm starting to see how exactly this can fit within the mainline continuity of Pacific Rim. Still enough to make me think this could be like its own split off timeline thing, because a Category 4 kaiju running around, I don't buy that. I don't really buy that at all. And the fact that they left a Jaeger abandoned, like in such condition, and a trainer with no built-in weapons, I can't buy that. I don't see them having the time and resources to spend on just making a full-size Jaeger simply for training. No. Especially when they mentioned in the first movie how there's clearly a bit of a difference between piloting each mark of Jaegers. Like, one of the reasons why Stacker Pentecost went to Beckett? What's his name? Yeah, Stacker Pentecost. I remember Stacker more than I do the main character. Oh boy. Yeah, but yeah, Beckett. One of the reasons he went to him is because he was the only other Mark III pilot still alive. It's like, so why was you needed a Mark III pilot to pilot a Mark III Jaeger? What's exactly the difference between the Mark 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5s? I mean, that requires to have a specific pilot for that type of Jaeger. That's actually, I'm quite curious to know here, the little nuances like that. Oh well, so yeah, there's all that. So I would have been okay with it if it's like okay, maybe I could buy why they abandoned Atlas Destroyer. It's like it got lost in the shuffle, like the paperwork, stuff like that. Probably considered lost with all hands or something. I don't know, but they didn't come up with a reason as to why this thing was just left there in a facility that seems to still be working. It's still got power on and all that. Well, people, thank you for watching. As always, comment below what you all thought. Like, subscribe for more. Until next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.